Godwin is the National Sales Manager at uLesson Education. He's going to show us why we should go for the uLesson Classboard instead of other smart boards in the market. So just give me a moment so that I can give him the mic and then he can tell us why. So just a moment.
Thank you, everyone. Just confirm you can hear me, please. Okay, nobody's complaining, means they can hear me. And thank you all for staying this far. I really want to commend everyone that's joined this. It takes a really committed school leader, someone that is passionate about really transforming every learner in the classroom to dedicate such amount of time on the weekend to attend to matters of education. So wherever you are, watching us, listening to us, please give yourself a pat on the back. Yes, so a lot has been said. My colleague Debbie has done an amazing work taking us through every single feature of this revolutionary product we have built with teachers as our partners. But I want to draw your attention to just 4 things. Why is this board, uLesson Classboard, why is it different? The question in your head is, okay, I've seen this thing, what else? Right? Why don't I go pick some other smart board? But I know you would have picked a lot of difference, during the presentation already. But I want to point your attention to just 4 of them. 4 of them why this classboard is second to none. Why the uLesson classboard has absolutely no competition. Because those that build this are the heart of teaching and learning. The first I want to talk about is the durability. What we've done is that we've put the classroom environment into context. What we're producing this, such that it can be effective in a classroom environment where kids they could be susceptible to throwing things or trying to just be playful. We ensure that this board is double hardened. I could hit it, as you can hear from where you are, such that even when kids are playing in the classroom, you are not too worried about how long this board can last. So this was deliberately done. It's solid, it's a 65-inch, and the aim is that it fits perfectly into a classroom. And that's why. The next thing about this classboard and why it's different is the fact that it's the way it was built. I'll call it the pack itself, the content. Now, what we've done is that beyond the hardware, right, this is what other smart boards would have. The interactive whiteboard, you saw it. The fact that is a smart TV, you've seen it. That is typically where most, if not every other smart board in the country will stop. But because we are the heart of education, we understand that it's not just enough to produce another smart board. We added the amazing content you've seen. It's only uLesson Classboard that you will see a teacher's resource guide. It's only on the uLesson Classboard that you will see our downloaded uLesson videos, over 7,000 of them, spread from K1 up to K12, right? And this was deliberate. The aim of this was to ensure that while we're delivering a means to teach people, you can literally start teaching with the uLesson Classboard. Beyond you trying to prepare your own content, you can literally say, I want to begin to teach with the uLesson Classboard immediately. That is what we have done with the uLesson Classboard. The third thing I want to bring to your attention is the functionality of the classboard. We made it easier such that you can navigate between our content and your teacher's content. I know the couple of questions in your mind. Is it just deliberately suited to only take uLesson content? No, it's a smart board, and we've kept enough space for you. So beyond everything we've shown you, beyond the uLesson, content on this board, you are able to you are able to also load your own content, right? Your teachers are able to navigate through the uLesson content, their own content, and also make use of the white interactive board. So the functionality was built so it's seamless. So when teacher comes to the class, he or she is already well prepared, and the process of delivering learning has been streamlined. And the fourth thing, when a thing like this come up, we are thinking, how much would this thing be, right? With the content we've built, with the fact that it's 65-inch and it's a hardware, cost might be one of the things that would hinder you from saying, I love this thing. How do I get it? What thought of you? We knew that the fact that this thing is different, is one of its kind, the only barrier that may prevent it from going out there to every classroom in Nigeria, so kids that deserve to learn better and become globally competitive are not denied of it. And that's why we'll deliberately make the uLesson Classboard cost effective. And I'll explain why. The 65-inch interactive smart TV itself, if you go out in the market, the minimum you will see, I could tell you from here, is between 2.5 million and 2.7 million. You could check it out easily and verify. And then what we've done is that we're saying beyond this Classboard, beyond the smart interactive TV, we will also give you a software pack, right? Which is the Teacher's Resource and the uLesson app. And again, we notice that people were able to get the smart interactive TV, but are not able to get a stand, for instance, where they can place it in their classroom. And then most of these other people, other companies that will deliver interactive board to you, will also tell you to make payment for the stand. We knew that again might bloat the price or the cost you would have budgeted to put this in your classroom. We at uLesson thought of that and was saying for every Classboard you buy, you don't have to pay for a stand. You can get that stand for free. Beyond the stand, we also thought of it. Delivering the Classboard to you in your classroom, whatever state you are in Nigeria, could also cost you a fortune. If you go through delivering vans or delivering services, taking a very fragile beauty like this will require some fortune, between 300 to 500,000 to deliver it. We again thought of this. Our aim, again, remember, is to ensure that the barriers to taking this Classboard into classroom are minimized to the barest minimum. Again, ladies and gentlemen, what uLesson has done is that we will deliver this Classboard to you wherever you are in the Federal Republic of Nigeria for absolutely free. Guess what? We didn't stop there. Now, you will see how my colleague Debbie was going through it, going through the features, going through the content of the app, and in your head, you're thinking, how can my teachers get used to this process? For how long? Who will teach them this? Who will onboard them? Again, we knew this could be a barrier, and we tried to fix it. We actually fixed it. For every Classboard you buy, and once we're delivering, we are going to do what we call an onboarding. We will take your teachers through the process of navigating through the uLesson Classboard, from the uLesson content to assessing the teaching resources, to even helping them load their own content, either through the USB here or using an HDMI cord here at the front, and even those at the back. We'll take them through the entire process. So there will be an onboarding process, ensuring that every teacher in every school that has purchased this uLesson Classboard understand how to navigate it and use it in a typical classroom. And lastly, what we've done again in trying to make this barrier to be very, very insignificant, right? So that you can access this Classboard and take technology in your classroom, making our learners globally competitive and prepared for the world, is that we've created something called a flexible payment plan. Yes, all of this process means that you are able to pay a certain amount of money, and I will mention that money, and you will be surprised, surprisingly very affordable, and we're able to deliver the Classboard to your school. And then you can spread this payment across 3 terms, across 4 terms, and across 5 terms. Now, I'll say that again. With the uLesson Classboard, a single down payment means that we will deliver the board to you in your school, and you can spread the balance within 3 months or 12 months or 15 months, right? And we're deliberate with this. So you'll be using the Classboard in your school, the student getting value, the teachers well prepared as they're doing their work, and you're able to take off the burden of, cost. So, ladies and gentlemen, all of this thing we've done is deliberately in line with uLesson's vision to ensure that we're able to make society better and improve this society through education and create opportunities for every boy, every girl, and every child. So, what is the cost of this board? I've said so much. If someone comes here after all this delivery and I tell you that this board costs 3 million naira, I think you'll be agreeing with me now in your head, it's worth a steal, right? But what we've done at uLesson is that, no, you're not giving you for 3 million naira, and we're not giving you for 2 million naira. For those of us that are on this webinar, we're giving you an opportunity to access this Classboard for less than that. That amount is just 1,850,000 naira, right? 50,000 naira rather. That's what you will have to, get access to, pay to get access to the uLesson Classboard. And more importantly, again, for those of us that attended this webinar, is that what we'll be doing is providing additional onboarding training for your learners, for being patient, for being enthusiastic, for being ready, and for being willing to take teaching to the next level. We are offering additional training for everyone here for free that pick up the Classboard. And again, you can spread this payment. So if you are able to make a down payment and say, oh, I cannot pay the bulk payment immediately, no wahala, as they will say in the Nigerian palace. With 550,000 naira down payment, we're able to deliver this board to you, and then you can spread the balance over 3 terms or 4 terms or 5 terms. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the uLesson Classboard, and I want you to see that what technology can do for you begins with your ability to take that decision and just ensure that you make the most of it. Thank you for listening. I hope I've not spoken too much. I'll allow the coordinator of this to go through the chat for any questions, any clarification, anything you're not too sure of. Additional thing we've not mentioned that you feel is something we should talk about. I'm sure he would make that take